It's really hard to let something go, especially something that means so much. We really did everything that we could to kind of get the loft landed, this thing that has become such an anchor not only in our community but also in many of our hearts, but it wasn't to be. We had to let it die. And over this next year, we'll do that. And we'll do that with beauty and grace and laughter and maybe even some tears, but its place will go. So that something bigger and broader and hopefully more welcoming and even more loving can be established in this community in such a way that we can reach even more people. We're moving the loft and the Hope Center to this location, this campus that we're standing on right now. It's a beautiful new dream. Like it says in Revelation, "Behold, I make all things new," where that seed becomes so much more than we ever thought it could. The loft is moving into this location and it's going to be 1,000 square feet bigger. It's going to have a drive-through and twice as much parking. There'll be so much more space for what the loft already does. I have no doubt that God has even bigger dreams, things we can't even imagine. That'll be a part of its story. The Hope Center also is coming with us. Instead of having two different spaces, it's going to be all in one campus. But it's coming with a different heart, something that we've learned about what it means to be people meeting folks in their crisis. Instead of being the people that are fixing the crisis, we decided we really want to be in partnership with the people that come to us looking for help. These are our brothers, these are our sisters. How do we join them and they join us in a collaborative effort to find the fullest version of healing, not only for them, but for our community as a whole? And that's when the Hope Center became a seed for an even bigger dream, a thing that's called the Commons. The Commons includes the Hope Center, but other things are joining in. Mental health, an entire counseling center, Acacia Medical Mission. Ultimately, the Commons will be a collaborative effort of multiple ministries that will allow anyone that needs to, that has any crisis or any help or wants to help others, can come into one place, one home, and allow for that to really happen in their lives. True, deep, missional, Christ-filled transformation. The loft and this new Commons with the Hope Center is on this beautiful campus. This place behind me is a homestead. It was built in 1932. It's got a long and beautiful history of faithfulness, of outreach, and of being the hub for families and for this community as a whole. It's a place where people came from long distances to find rest. That's what we'll find here, rest and healing in this homestead. Riverside, I don't know how to say this, but we've been invited yet again into something that is bigger than any of us. The truth is we can't even see the ends of it. All we can see is the clear path forward and the challenges that are right in front of us. Like the Bible says, we're to break up our unplowed ground. Doing that is one of the most exciting and adventurous things that we can ever do with our lives. It's actually what we're created for. We've been privileged to be invited into this many times. This one, however, is bigger than any of the things that we have ever seen before. The dreams that God has for Riverside that are set out in front of us are enormous. They're enormous because they're wholeness. It's all of it. The earliest dreams are being realized in a brand new way. So join us. We're going to need everybody.